One Sunday after service, a woman came up and introduced herself to me, and the first thing she said is, "I bat for the other team." After a long and awkward pause, she said, "I'm Jewish." Didn't expect that one, but she went on to say, "I only came today because my friend is having her baby girl dedicated, and after that part of the service, I got up to leave, but my 4-year-old son grabbed my arm and said, 'Mom, but wait, I want to stay to see the rest of the man's show.'" We both smiled, and she went on to explain that he had gotten a whole bunch out of what I said, and he was able to repeat all the points that I had just taught. And that made me smile too. But it also, in that moment, made it crystal clear that I had the title for my future book, The Rest of the Man's Show. On the screen, you'll see a couple different book cover concepts. But the heart of this book is to connect to people outside the church who are broken and help pull them in to experience hope and redemption. But it's also to reach out to those that are inside the church and help push them deeper into all that God wants to do in terms of healing and transformation in their lives. The book is half story and half guide, and it's divided into 3 acts. Act 1 is brokenness, and it tells my story before becoming a pastor. The chapters are divided into topics like family dysfunction, depression, addiction, shame, my time with Marilyn Manson, and I get raw and real and share things that I've never shared before, and I hope some of those will connect with you too. Act 2 is all about redemption. It chronicles some of the miraculous things that God did in my life as He worked in each of those broken areas and did a new thing. The hope is that it inspires you that God can do the same in your areas of brokenness as well. Now, that's the first half of my book. The second half of the book deals with you, really. Act 3 is all about healing and growth practices that you can put into place, because I'm convinced God wants to do greater breakthrough in your life, greater transformation, greater healing than you may have already experienced. We need to tap into this to get to the rest of your story. And so I'll share practical tools and exercises that I've learned not only in churches and conferences, but in jails, rehabs, detoxes, you name it. This book is both gritty and beautiful, and I pray that it will be a blessing, an encouragement, and an inspiration to you. One last thing. I really believe this book could help and encourage a lot of people. The problem is nobody knows who I am, and I don't really have a platform to help get it out there to everybody else. So if you could do me a favor, number 1, join my mailing list. The link is in the video description, and that will help keep you up to date on what's happening. Second, share this video you're watching now to your social media. Let other people know what's going on in the hopes that they'll get the vision and be encouraged and inspired too. And if you go to church, why not go up to your pastor and tell him to invite me to come speak, and we'll have a blast together as we celebrate all God is doing in our lives. Thank you so much. The book is on track to be released early next year, so lock in and get ready for the rest of the man's show.